Unser Weg ist noch nicht zu Ende, kaum verrauscht weit voran. Sieh im Wind die Fahne vor uns weg, sie führt die Marschkolonne an. Soldatenmarsch, Marsch, Marsch, mein Schatz, ich kann nicht bleiben, doch will ich auf die Scheiben, hört die Trompete ruft, Soldaten voran. Furchten keiner von ihnen allen, die im Gleichschritt mit uns gehen. Heimatland will nicht zu dir zu fern, bald werden Siegesfahnen wehen. Soldatenmarsch, Marsch, Marsch, mein Schatz, ich kann nicht bleiben, doch will ich auf die Scheiben, hört die Trompete ruft, Soldaten voran. Heimat, wie soll kein Feind bedrohen, zu dir stehen wir jederzeit. Zogen kämpfen durch die halbe Welt, bis du in Not tun wirst erneut. Soldatenmarsch, Marsch, Marsch, mein Schatz, ich kann nicht bleiben, doch will ich auf die Scheiben, hört die Trompete ruft, Soldaten voran. Гучно ёб у нас на бою, веселый солдат Гербин. Бьется знамя только войны, командиры впереди. Солдаты, куч, 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 отряд тебя родная, из марша полевая, прощай, судьба зовет. Солдаты в поход. Куч, 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 отряд тебя родная, из марша полевая, прощай, судьба зовет. Солдаты в поход.
Расцветали яблони и груши, поплыли туманы над рекой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой. Выходила, песню заводила про степного сизого орла, про того, которого любила, про того, чьи письма берегла, про того, которого любила, про того, чьи письма берегла. Ой, ты песня, песенка девичья, ты лети за ясным солнцем свет, и бойцу на дальнем пограничье от Катюши передай привет. И бойцу на дальнем пограничье от Катюши передай привет. Пусть он вспомнит девушку простую, пусть услышит, как она поет, пусть он землю бережет родную, а любовь Катюша сбережет. Расцветали яблони и груши, поплыли туманы над рекой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой.
Границе тучи ходят хмуро, край суровый тишиной объят. У высоких берегов Амура часовые родины стоят. Там врагу заслон поставлен прочный, там стоит отважен и силен. У границ земли дальневосточной броневой ударный батальон. У границ земли дальневосточной броневой ударный батальон. Там живут и песня в том порукой, нерушимой дружною семьей. Три танкиста, три веселых друга, экипаж машины боевой. На траву легла роса густая, полегли туманы широки. В эту ночь решили самураи перейти границу реки. В эту ночь решили самураи перейти границу реки. Но разведка доложила точно, и пошел командою сметен по родной земле дальневосточной броневой ударный батальон. Мчались танки, ветер подымая, наступала грозная броня, и летели на земь самураи под напором стали огня. И летели на земь самураи под напором стали огня. Добили песня в дом порука всех врагов в атаке огневой. Три танкиста, три веселых друга, экипаж машины боевой. Три танкиста, три веселых друга, экипаж машины боевой.
Hello everyone. My name is Ulfbert and I'm gonna be casting today one of the probably best games of the tournament, an anticipated final for sure. This is gonna be a tier 1 single elimination match, a semi-final between Greyhounds and WTH. Greyhounds is going to be playing Soviets in this map, Kursk, with the midpoint Windmills. And what the hell, Wolves of War. It's going to be Axis. I anticipate a really interesting match. Appreciate both teams selecting such an uncommon map for competitions, and especially for at this stage, right, of a tournament. So extremely happy to see this. Hoping for a really interesting match between these two. Thank you everyone for tuning in. As well, we're gonna have Jessa casting from WTH from the Axis side today. And as we have the server filling up right now, I suggest we probably move on to a little reminder here of this is where we are in the tournament. ESPT won the other semifinal yesterday versus BOTN, Bodies of the North. So Esprit de Corps is moving up after this victory 3-2 to one spot in the final, and the winner of today is going to be the other finalists. The seasonal rules for Greyhounds versus WTH today is going to be as we had for the entire tournament in this second leg at least. All nodes fully protected, Panther is allowed, no SBA, and one-man artillery will also be protected. Let's remove this once. The map, as we said earlier, is going to be Kursk. Clearly a tanking map. It's going to be extremely painful for infantry. A lot of open ground. Windmills is probably the only playable point in this map for competitions, at least at this high level, in Held Let Loose. Everyone who has played this map knows the mid portion of the map, especially Windmills. It's a strategic point to conquer. So the opener, whoever gets the opener, is going to have a huge advantage for the rest of the game, and it might give them the victory right away. So we're going to be paying very close attention to the opener play. Simply because it's a hill with the Windmills, and whoever controls that high spot with AT guns and armor in particular is going to be able to snipe almost to the HQ of the enemy. So whoever loses the opener is going to be in a lot of pain for 90 minutes. This is a map that, as you can see here, a lot of the trenches, the trench system, needs special attention by the infantry, because it's going to mean that whenever you enter one of those, ends of the trenches, you fight for the control of the whole line. You don't want to be caught running in the open by any means. MGs are going to be a major play as well. I'm going to try to pay attention as much as armor equally to MGs. Someone is texting. Okay, the 30 minutes is not on. It is. So as you can see, there are different networks. The Germans, if they lose the opener cap, they have a better trench system to get really close to the windmills, as you can see here in the 6th and 7th line. The trench system for the Soviets, in this case for WTH, is going to be a little bit further away from the windmills, so they need to make a run in the open, and it's going to be extremely difficult. So if the Germans cap the windmills and control it, it's going to be more difficult for Greyhounds to come back, I expect, than the reverse. If Greyhounds control the windmills, there might be some options. There are more houses on the German side, on the southern point directly south of windmills. So it's going to be a very interesting battle for this little hill with the windmills. I'm going to be casting from the north, basically from the Soviet sides. Okay, we're going to be a few minutes here waiting for the final flip of the game, which is about to happen. So while we wait, we listen to some more bangers. I will be back with you in a few seconds. The server is full. It's missing one or two players only. See you in a few minutes. Okay, we have a map flip, and we are ready to go. So in a few seconds, I'll mute this song, and as soon as I join the platoon and take flight, I'll flip the scene. Okay, I'm gonna be joining a player that is not in here. I don't see him. Okay, I don't see the player, so I'm gonna join the I'm gonna join a random squad, and they can kick me. Please kick me after a few seconds. Yeah, give me 5. Ready. Thank you. Good much. Okay, so I'm gonna flip the scene. We are taking flight. 1 second here. I'm gonna reset the kill feed. Okay, here we are. A minute and 20 seconds away from the start. We're gonna position ourselves here in the windmills. I'm gonna try to catch any rockets. Such an open map that it's gonna be very easy to prep and practice some of these rockets that are certainly gonna come. Very good timing here for both drops. WTH a little bit early, a few seconds earlier than WTH, the Greyhounds supply drop. Let's take a quick view. Looks with people on top. Nice. Desper is commanding this looch. The looks number 2 is by Honey Badger, also with babies on top. 2 trucks down this zigzaggy alternative route. We see the medium taking a very wide Gold Dragon today in the opener medium, and Clarica in the one-man Puma, another Puma with people. So it's going to be probably a flanking maneuver here. Here we go. First shots being fired. So far, no truck from Greyhounds has been caught up in the wild. Artillery, yeah, rockets almost hit those vehicles there, supply truck and BA-10. The windmill, it's one of the rockets. Everyone makes it so far, makes it alive. And we are on. I don't believe any German truck was caught in the barrage as well. Good start for Greyhounds. A nice pressure on the main windmill there. The first casualties of the game there, in front of the windmills. Empty truck is getting hit. Very strong start for Greyhounds. Almost 50% capped. Let's see the spread. The Germans are clearly going for windmills, whereas the WTH is trying to get map control, particularly the midpoint windmills is important, but Yamki is also important for a reflank. If you lose windmills, at least you want to be in Yamki to start getting pressure from the city. This is going to be very intense for a few more minutes. The key is going to be right after Greyhounds finishes the capture. It's going to be very important to see how WTH reacts and how well positioned they are for that recap. Some of these rockets are landing extremely outside of the map. This is the very edge of the map. They clearly don't like that BA-10 position there. This is the T-70 hit once. Capture goes for Greyhounds. I haven't heard at all the Looks firing. The Looks have been rather quiet. One of them probably already disappeared from the map. We see one here. A lot of really good pressure on Yamki with the medium. The medium, very interesting choice. Going for a very safe flanking here. I like this a lot. This medium over here has very good view of the gap between the trenches for the Soviets and Yamki. So very clearly WTH has researched how to play. They didn't try to go for a quick cap on Windmills. Also the Puma here probably did some damage already. I probably ate a few OPs, secure the recon OP that is flanking here, Hippie. So the Puma activities have been successful. I'm pretty sure being destroyed was part of the plan eventually. We see Falk here is going to try to get some shots on this medium that is a little bit alone, but historically accurate, I would say. In Kursk, the real battle, the tanks tried to go deep first and then do damage from the side. So we have a real Mikhail Wittmann over here. One rocket lands on the hull, but is taken down. Supplies falling here. Givness probably gonna get one of the Garys. Another Puma try to make a dive. I like you see that the line has been pushed away from the road and into the little hill there behind the main trench. This is the main trench where the vehicles would not be able to pass. If the Soviets make it to this line, then they have a nice opportunity for shooting into Yamki. But as long as they're pushed further back and they're curled back into Yamki, this is a very open match so far. Excellent strategy by both teams, and so far the opener play has a price, right? If you conquer Yamki, it's at the expense of Windmills, and vice versa. If you conquer Windmills, it's at the expense probably of Yamki. Comrade getting a nice kill there on Wolfie. Seems like Greyhounds is making a stand in this particular house, trying to stop the pressure from Yamki. But they are being outnumbered and they're being battered by tanks and artillery. We see some smoke. This is another nice approach by them. They're trying to use the trenches. I mentioned in the little intro that the Germans have closer networks of trenches to to Windmills. So they're making good use of this trench that is so close, and with the help of smoke, they're making inroads. They are already built a barricade there, so they have a clear path, right? The path is to connect to this trench and make this blue line on the map a little run. They already got an OP outside of the trench, which is awesome. The elevation in this game is key. As you can see, the OP is not visible, and the constant smoke that probably the officer, we may see a medic eventually over here with a level 2 loadout, trying to use the 6 smokes to make people, you know, survive, help them get into that little trench. MG, as we mentioned earlier, key spots in the house, one of the best spots for the Soviets, if not on Windmills itself. Close quarter combat here in the open. Love to see reinforced barricade. It's gonna be, as long as this OP lives, it's gonna be a constant struggle, meat grind. I don't want to be you, but I admire your work. Let's see a little bit of the border of the map. Here, WTH is not making inroad to smoke at all, but they have 2 SLs, Delete and Irrigator here, controlling that the Soviets themselves don't make a run for these trenches. Excellent. This T-70 has been a nuisance. Has been really hard to kill for WTH. Excellent use of the elevation, as we mentioned earlier. Probably they only see the tippy top of the turret. And it's a solo tanker too, so a lot of value out of this free tank. A lot of value out of that. What is this? I've never seen this. This is a new research. This is the latest Hella Loose update. Terrific. I love it. I love these matches because there's always some new tech. I would love to see some rep station next to him. The Lux was destroyed by the latest upgrade in the Soviet army. This is probably an AT gun. So we see the Lux destroyed. AT guns, 2 of them already down, and that's the other Lux. Both Lux meet their maker in the same spot. Let's try to see where the MGs are putting their work. We see Marksmith in one of the windmills, but I wanted to pay attention to Gorny as well. Prime real estate over here. Let's get closer. It will see Wolfie eventually. Wolfie goes down. So great work by Greyhounds interrupting. They have lost their footing in that little building that we mentioned earlier. But so far, this MG has kept that 1 or 2 squads by WTH at bay. Very nice, very nice. High-level game so far. We mentioned earlier, if the Soviets make it to this trench, same tactic, right? A little bit of smoke, a little short run, a little jumping. It's gonna... Yep. He made it. And there he goes, into the trench. Now, once you're into the trench, this is what we love, Kursk. Winning a key gunfight there. I want to see if there are many OPs on this trench. Yeah, there's one, but we probably should have the HAW OP soon in this trench, at least really close. They're closing in on him. Kenai probably gonna get a kill on both of them. One of the things about the trenches is when you're outside of the trench, if you don't get outshot, you have this strategic advantage, right? You see them before they see you. So very lucky here, Kenai not getting sniped while he was running in the open. Very brave of him and very successful. And he marked. You don't need to see him, right? You know they're here, so you mark the OP. Oh, he got caught. He was not as lucky as Kenai, but clearly Comrade and other people were trying to burn this OP. Trench warfare par excellence. Yeah, that's why you bring rockets to a gunfight, because it's always better. You don't need to see the enemy to kill it. Domov there, showing the white Kar 98 is best. With its... Probably the main weapon is the bazooka here, the Panzer Schreck. We lost another Greyhounds player at the end of that trench. Excellent gunfight here by WTH, winning several gunfights in this main trench and displacing HAW officer, Comrade. Another gunfight here between Alf, Data, and Letikla, sorry. Another comrade. Many comrades today. Key gunfights being lost here. Let's see, Kaiser, come on, show you how it's done. Very good. Rocking that PPSH loadout. Oh, wow, Data. Data's gonna burn the OP. Or die trying. Second option was also on the table. Woo! That OP survived. Very, very entertaining so far. I want to take a look. This Panzer IV is still alive. Look at this line of OPs. This is. I like to see this because it shows why these two teams are tier 1. WTH and Invictus so far has not lost a single game. The prior match between them, I think it went WTH's way. So Greyhounds got here with 1 loss, but doesn't matter now. Whoever wins today continues. A little disappointed not seeing the new paint on the T-34. I'm pretty sure Siege and crew spent some little euros on those skins. Unaware he's being flanked. Both are unaware of their existence. The gun by Gold Dragon is not in the right place. Left. Get now. Fire! No! Turret only. What is this? So fun. Now we have, Siege is in a strategic advantage. It has more intel, and it has a bazooka accompanying him. Very nice play. Moving around, getting closer to the repair station. So Gold Dragon got shot, but because he's not accompanied by infantry, he didn't know where from, and he wasn't aware that it was a T-34 so close to him. So Siege moving there is actually moving into the firing line and the visibility line of the spotter. That might work against him. He kind of panicked a little bit, but I don't blame him. We're gonna see, Gold Dragon in a strategic advantage now. I don't know if that play by Siege was lucky, but we have here. So Siege, let the medium to Falcon Comrade. Let the medium, get picked up by the ants. Go kill him. Other tank. My job is not to kill the other tank. That was an ouchie. Another ouchie in the front. Oh! And goes down with it, but you took a big boy with you. Good job here by Falk. Taking the opener medium after 10 minutes almost. Long life by that opener medium. And Siege lives to see another battle, another day. Good job. Let's go back to Windmills for a little bit. Look at this map. How much the pressure, is being effective over there. It's a little erosion, 1 inch at a time. Our friends here from the OP front door Migraine have finally made it to the Windmills. They have a support of a P4, and Shitax had made the OP upgrade basically, but it's gonna get wiped soon. We might be witnessing here the demise. Wink, wipe the OP, kill the SL. The danger is averted. Do we still have the T-70? Finally, the P4 takes this T-70. Another SL making a run. Another important development here by by WTH and gets caught in the open. Unlucky. Gold Dragon takes a little bit of fresh air for one life. Probably waiting for the Tiger. The second one. E4 with Honey Badger, Grecker, and Bite Size. Shout out to Grecker. One of my mentors. I consider him from my time in TL. Well, not the best moment to be filming this before, but at least there's a repairing. They're repairing. We see, what is that? A T7, T34. Who is shooting from here? It's an AT gun, right? This is typical. This is expected. This is even in pub games. That is a must for the Soviets, because in the eventuality of losing Windmills, you need AT guns ready to hold German armor back. We see Comrade once again, one of the many comrades. I don't see the full name. Still rocking. Probably it was pushed. It was pushed lower level because probably too many people to kill. Wow! Did you see that? That's like shooting one pixel. The head only showing. Very good sniping. Or was it Yake? I think it was Yake. Another prime real estate here is this little building with the cover of the roof on the right. Very hard to get rid of this MG here if it's not with tanks. Nice view from here. It's changing the perspective now. Seeing a little bit north. This is excellent, guys. This means that we're gonna have a really intense game. A little bit of lag over there, but we are good. A lot of smoke. Let's take a moment to check how both teams are doing so far. A little of a big difference there in artillery as well as in armor, in favor of the Soviets for armor, but in favor of the Germans on artillery. We'll check in a second who's in the AT gun today. Machine gun, look at that difference in favor of the Germans. They do have a better MG, but not necessarily the best spots. I'm gonna leave for a few minutes the ticker counter in the bottom to see who's the top fraggers today, who's getting a lot of kills. We see a little progress here. This is very good to see by distributing the armor in 3 tercios, let's say in 3/3. Greyhounds is getting a little bit of a control back of the center of the map. The first IS-1 that we have seen today. A lot of comrades with K, with C. Looking for a comrade with Q. A lot of comrades today. Yeah, a little bit of this pressure that we saw earlier has dwindled because the Soviet armor is doing a great job of keeping them back in Yamki, in the buildings, and that has allowed. We saw earlier data and other people here making progress, but now they have been wiped. And there's another medium to my left somewhere. I think this is Siege's tank. This is one of my favorite spots in this map. This little hill over there. We see the return of Honey Badger's crew, but he's in an AT gun now. And he's not looking this way, he's looking into Yamki. I think they're gonna be okay. There's no one spotting yet, so this might... Okay, it worked. He didn't work. He got actually shot last second before entering the tank. They're getting ammo depots, so that means they've been farming from here. Both T-34s forced to retreat. They're being pushed by this medium here. Let's follow the adventures of this P4 for a second. It was focused on that one, on the one map edge. But this is also progress for them. They have an AT gun keeping Siege's tank busy. And they have the other P4 making a dangerous for the Soviets, dangerous push on the Yamki. I don't know they know this is a heavy, but they're going against a big boy. Yeah, they didn't see the tanks over the reverse. Playing prudent. We see a Stuka. Almost hitting the tank. Very good try, very good try. This tank moved forward a little bit and got really lucky. We've seen kills that close when they don't touch the tank, so... And this was on the engine area. Very lucky that that IS-1 surviving that P-strike. Time to repair. A little bit above the builder. Yep. Time to level up. Shitax continuously getting its boys into the front door. This is a major development. If Satchel goes off, they knew they have been pushed back really bad. So very smart Satchel on the main windmill there. But the OP is active, so people are gonna keep pushing. This is a major breakthrough for WTH. Pure infantry power here, getting them back into the game. We don't see progress yet. There's a lot of Soviets players still here. A lot of Greyhounds reacting quickly. I don't see many SLs. I see only Statsin and another SL that died there. I missed him, and Kylie. So, wow, key gunfight here. Adidas. Major progress. Let's see where the MGs are placed for this. There's no MG in this building. Okay. Wolf is making a run also for the main building there. What's going on? Greyhounds, come on. After the precision failed on this heavy, it got really dangerous here. Armor holding the line so far. But when your infantry is not on the spot, it's getting really complicated. Bombing run, trying to get probably a Gary. It will not get the Gary, or if it did, I missed it. Well, the Gary is no more, so I don't know what killed it, but there should probably be a Gary in this area. Probably I missed the Gary. The Gary is so small for the Soviets that it's hard to see. Airhead. I don't know if you can land it on the trench. I don't think you can, but if you cannot, this is the best second spot to do it. Active airhead. Careful with this one. Someone saw the airhead, marked it as an OP. Progress. Progress for WTH. Major alarms going off in Berlin. Greyhounds in trouble. This spawn contests a little bit, but is Katyusha incoming? Craziness all over the map. The randomness of the Katyusha seems to be working. Pressure with a heavy now. Honey Badger shoving a Tiger into the point, or a Panther, I don't know what it is. A Tiger, of course. Progress stalling for WTH, and the crisis seems to be averted. Someone killed this airhead, and somehow the Elite and Dorbian, the only SLs surviving this barrage of armor and Katyusha strikes. Dorbian and the Elite very good, trying to stay alive. Careful with the team kills here. Those are WTH rounds landing close to the Elite, so very careful here, whoever this tanker is. Yeah, Crusader, no, Alexei, the commander, is in the... We see a little bit of research here as well. Love to see that. Love to see that. But infantry is too powerful. It's too powerful today. WTH will not be pushed back and captures the point after 35 minutes of game. Supplies are landing, and they flip the script on Greyhounds. Just like that. Just like that. Let's take it. Now the roles are reversed. Now we see Germans, or in this case, Greyhounds, trying to get Yamki. We're gonna take a quick look at how WTH is positioned armor-wise. They have this tank, the Tiger. I don't see other tanks. They just lost a P4, we saw there. So it's gonna be this heavy versus this heavy. Probably they're not gonna engage each other. Probably this heavy is gonna just try to kill infantry. And we see a little bit of a hippie activity, which is never good if you have hippie in your backline. It's also never good to have Mud City in the sniper role in your backline either. It's a nice network that is missing a key component here, and that's exactly where WTH is hitting them, right in that little spot gap they found in the back line. We're gonna pay a little attention to that for a few minutes, see how it progresses, because the defense in depth is not very defended at the moment. So we might see like a little contestation, like 1v1. Well, the tank is casually rolling over the 4 quadrants, but once these 2 people leave, the commander is slightly inside. Once this T-34 leaves the 4 quadrants, we might see a little contestation there. 1v1 here, crucial. I don't know if he saw it coming from the left, but I don't think he's gonna risk it. He is gonna risk it. One Gary in danger. I don't see anyone paying attention. Gary's gonna go down. Great play by Matsiti. Oh, he got caught. Good reaction there. Good reaction there. Good comms, probably. Yep, you're good. You're good, brother. You killed him. Whew. If they lost that Gary plus Hippie over here doing some shenanigans, this could have been really dangerous. WTH still in control of Yamki, but as we saw earlier, the flips, you know, the script being flipped means that now they need to get back into this area. WTH 45% recapped. Like I said, this heavy was very smart, focused on the infantry, and it took a kill. I missed the tank kill on the Tiger. Someone caught this Tiger with the pants down. We see him here. Honey Badger, I think it was. So Honey Badger loves... the tank was killed twice here. He got killed in the trench here, a very unfortunate reverse. And then in the same spot by someone that I missed. So that tank kill was crucial. Kudos to... Where is the IS-1 here? Kudos to the IS-1, getting a key armor victory and getting the team back into Windmills. It's gonna take care of that before, probably. For now, focusing on infantry. Arthur rocking the MG. Another P4. Hopefully doesn't meet the same fate as the other P4s. 2 MGs here doing the Lord's work. Very good views on both windmills. The left and the right one. Especially this one, right? This is a nice little spot here. Recapped really quickly. I don't know what this tank is doing. Very lucky that the IS-1 didn't push further. Woo! That was intense. That was a recap right away. In less than 5 minutes. And we're back in business, boys. Greyhounds not panicking, keeping it steady. I think they have a little edge on armor. A little edge. They have won some key strategic armor battles and positioned better, I think. A little bit better. Both teams are extremely even in all aspects of the game. So nobody really has an edge. Smoking. This smoke actually might work against him. He's covering the enemy as hell. You see here, the flanker gets reflanked and the reflanker gets re-reflanked. Oh, key! Like I said, the smoke worked against him, but he flanked him, he got him. Let's see who flanks the flanker now. Shaolin trying to make a run, gets shot in the gut, and dies. He bled out. Yeah, those gut shots, you don't live long. You bleed out really quickly. But thankfully they have the big boy here reclaiming the space. Very interesting so far. Greyhounds, I don't... Well, they're gonna see this drop, right? But here they're trying to get a Gary. Let's see if they realize in the process that there is enemies in the same spot. So far, Hippie not doing a lot of damage. Probably giving a lot of intel. His OP is... He hasn't died yet, but if he dies, he has a long walk back in there. Siege is playing the eastern flank today. They're probably battling with Gold Dragon here, there, and their own mini game over there. But so far as look at this very nice push, this very nice indentation here in the line by WTH, getting into the key trench, both key trenches. But as long as they control Windmills, they make sure there's no real Garys. This Gary is really interesting. Let's pay attention to that one. Let me locate it. Oh, he got hit in the IS-1. It is to my right. Okay. Interesting. 2 Belgian gates and an asset. Blocking. Very interesting, Gary. So... take notes. C6 Gary. Which also feeds into the whole area of the network of trenches. So very, very well researched. This B4 is... I would not like to be him. I would not like to be this B4. All game there battling it out with tanks that shoot him in the turret. How that did not pen, I don't understand, but it did not. It was a good shot by a sergeant. Another one that doesn't pen. It probably has to shoot him right here instead of right here. This is angled. Here, that's a P4 shooting. So, yeah. Those IS-1s, nasty. They're nasty. Not easy to kill. Let's take a quick view of the top 10 infantry players today. 7 out of the top 10. 8 out of the top 10. WTH players. Crazy, crazy plays. Infantry-wise, the Soviets are getting more infantry kills. More than 100 kills ahead of WTH, of the German faction. Artillery still doubling that of the Soviets. And armor-wise, Germany is tripling. So they're being way more effective. Way more effective today, the Germans. But the Soviet tanks, I think, have played smarter. They have played... they were key in this gunfight here with the Tiger and the recap. So they have killed less infantry, less people, but they have played really safely. We saw the T-34 earlier, and now the IS-1, and we saw this T-70 also here. They live long lives, and they played a little bit more cautiously. That reflects in a little bit of the difference there in armor kills in favor of the WTH Axis faction today. I love this because it's a very dynamic balance, basically. They have better artillery kills, but less armor kills, and so on and so forth. And the game is in control by Greyhounds. I'm gonna see a push by this medium on that medium, or no? I don't think they know they're there. They don't know about each other's existence. And they don't have a spotter, so even if they crest over here, they're not gonna see it. This is in a different mission. This is in a mission of controlling the key intersection. But I think Gold Dragon does have a spotter. Yes. turret shot. That's probably all they see. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, T-34. Keep pushing. Why are you not moving? Keep pushing. And this is over. Elevation is a bitch. That's something you don't want to see as a tanker. The turret of a T-34. From the front. Gold Dragon tries to eat around, but the whole tank goes down. Very nice play by that T-34. Without a spotter, but with a good sound system. Once again, key armor victory on 1v1. Like we said earlier, if we just look at armor, way more, you know, effective in armor, in infantry kills on the German side, but the Soviet side, like we just saw, they have won some key armor fights in key moments as well. Very interesting, the dynamic balance today. Kinai gets taken down by Kaiser. Good use of smoke here. Gets taken down though. They probably need to like push at the same time on different angles, right? Pushing different gaps in the barbed wire. If they push the same gap, there's a higher chance of a grenade or getting killed by the same person in the same angle. The Soviets have really good armor. So hard to pen these tanks. Look at that. It's a little bit inclined, so that makes that slanted armor even more effective. So hard to pen. So hard to pen. Must be really frustrating for the bazooka players there. Kinai made it in, finally, with the smart use of smoke once again. And he entered through that end. Kaiser entered through that end. Wolfie's gonna probably wipe... They put an OP here? Oh yeah, it's in danger. It's in danger. Elevation works both ways, right? The T-34 couldn't see that player running. Burned OP. Wow, Data has the best aim I've ever seen in my life. Oh, that's the trick. Okay. Good play by Data here. And the funny part is he hit the hull, not even the turret. So great bazooka there. Protecting this push over here. Guinness is gonna try to land another one. If he sees the rep station, I will probably hit the rep station first. He doesn't see the rep station. Because that tank is gonna be immune to bazookas if as long as they have that little engine in there. So far, top tier game, top quality game. They're everywhere you look. They win, they lose, they win, they lose. It's a back and forth of every square of the map. I would say WTH has done an excellent, absolutely excellent job in despite most of the game, 90% of the game being 2-3 down, not getting super boxed out and getting pressured like we see in some games in Kursk, where once you lose the windmills, it's unplayable. You get shot from HQ. So we have seen really well-researched spots for AT guns, MGs, armor that has kept them in the game so far. We saw these IS-1 being hit by this Tiger over here in Radno. We have another heavy tank on the far east, Desper and crew. You're gonna get some love there from the engineer. That, we're gonna see after the game, but that B4 is gonna have a lot of kills. Probably is one of the reasons why armor kill difference is so much slanted in favor of the Germans, because that tank has been pounding all game each one of these 3 windmills and the trenches here. We'll see later the stats. So far, the top killer of today's match has been Pivox, with 65 kills so far. Impressive. The anti-tank class, Falk, we have seen him do some nasty work with that Soviet bazooka. Did we have any melee? No melee kills today. One P4 going down finally. Probably to this tank. This is very healthy looking for Greyhounds. We don't see anymore that meat grind OP that we saw earlier pushing. They have left that OP quiet for a while. We're gonna see another little push here by 2 squads, Dorbian and Shetak's respective squads. Nice kill by the bazooka there by Heisa. Amazing job. It's guaranteed. You bazooka any trench in this map and you guaranteed at least 1 kill. Yeah, it's not as easy as earlier for Shetak's squad here. They're not getting as close as they did earlier, unfortunately for them. They get picked up really quickly there. Probably they got their ticket. They know where they're coming from, and yeah, the crossfire now is intense on them. Junior died to 1. Hippie has been Hippie. If Hippie has a Fitbit, he's gonna break it. He's gonna have 50,000 steps today. What's the step count, Hippie? I wanna know. This guy has been all over the map, and that's why he's one of the best players in the game. He's gonna sniff that Gary. 1 precision on nothing. I'm not gonna pay attention to that. I think it's a tank maybe, but it's an AT gun. I'm gonna hold my tanker instincts, not see this gunfight. I'm gonna stay with Hippie for a few more seconds. Hippie, do you see the Gary? Is your filters blocking the color? You don't see that? Or he's just biting, bidding his time, like waiting to see marking on IS-1. He saw the buff, he knows something in there. Okay, so Mad City gets a kill on the commander. Because this Gary it's not even warm. How is that even possible? He's right at the perfect distance. Incredible. Here we see, once again, Greyhounds win the tank fight. I don't know if they won the gun or Falk got another kill. I'm gonna assume... Ooh, you don't want to miss those shots. So you're gonna... Hippie in the back line with a nice OP. I don't know if this is intentional, but probably he pinged it and he measured it and he knows he's in safe range. I wouldn't... Oh, he gets killed by who? Who killed Hippie? Who was that? Because this guy spawned now and he's a tanker. Maybe it was a sniper. Yeah. Comrade Doctor knows something is up. Goes down. Marvin, commanding today for Greyhounds, is trying to find his killer. Yeah, PPSH sucks from afar. I know. He's marking infantry in the trench. He knows it's not precise, but he knows they're here. Hippie might get a kill on him. Oh, Hippie's too low. Wow! Nice kill by Marvin with the PPSH. And Hippie is like, thank you for letting me know where you are. "30 minutes left for capping, a little bit under 30, not counting the 2 minutes for capping progress." WTH infantry encircling the point once again. These key gunfights here are gonna be instrumental in that encirclement. Data takes 2. Is there an OP there? It is. A little bit further back, Shank's OP. The smoke is still working in favor for Greyhounds, blocking data from view. Yeah, but this is not something you wanna be in, right? Like Guinness, Data, Shaolin. Yeah, you don't wanna be going 1v4 against these 4 dudes. Some of the best shooters in the game. Data goes down. He probably asphyxiated. Oh, Conrad got him. Too much smoke for Data's preferences there, for his liking. I love this. I love this. Another smoke use. Yeah, but oh, the MGs today are out of this world. Like, the crossfire on this was crazy. Delete the only one. Oh my god. You're goated today. You're goated. I love this. I love this. What a nice spot. What a nice spot. Thanks Team 17 for making MGs deployable now on flat surfaces. Long awaited quality of life improvement, and we see top teams like this creatively using every little quality of life improvement to make the game more fun and more playable. Armor here once again doing the heavy lifting, sustaining the line. preventing infantry to getting into the trenches. The lead has been pesky. Yeah, but Marsmick is not in a good mood today. He's not gonna let you live. Kyle too doing a good job there, surviving, keeping the OP up. The ECOP has been there the whole game. Okay, let's pay attention to the flanking maneuvers here from WTH. One tank is going to 1v2, so not a fun matchup to go against. One of the problems is when you get a tank here, it takes one crew away, right? So you hold the line, but probably need the tanks to play together. They have been unlucky in the gunfights, in the 1v1s. My point is, like, spending forever one tank here. Yeah, you get a lot of kills here, but at the same time, you don't have like 2 P4s flanking here or playing together with the heavy. The heavy here killed at least one tank and moved on because it's kind of alone. If you're him, you realize you don't have a lot of friends here, so this person's gonna reposition. Time is clicking, so it's time to get a little bit closer to Harkap. Very understandable. Let's keep paying attention to this reflanking here, this little intersection here, this 4-way, crucial for WTH to have a chance even to pounce at Windmills in the last few minutes. This we've been seeing here a very intense matchup. When I went to the flank here, there were 4v4. They all have died. When I went to the east here, there was a 4v4. And they all died, probably to Marsmick with the completely insane NG play today, killing everyone. Oh, Statsen kills too! Awesome! Just like, who's out there? He got no pants, no shirt, he got out of the trench and killed everyone. Amazing play. Resetting that squad back to its OP that we see there. Okay, so if this Tiger waits a second and waits for the other Tiger, they might have a chance here. 24 minutes left on the game. He got hit by this guy. No, that was a front bend. That was from the IS-1. Yeah, it's gonna be like another tank here, maybe. We lost a P4 and a Tiger here. This is very, very open. I don't know. They don't know what hit them because the terrain is really a bitch in this area. So, but that IS-1 there hit them once. That Tiger puts one in the IS-1. Flanking maneuver. Medium goes down to this Tiger. And there's no AT gun in the distance. No, there's no chance. Maybe the AT gun that we saw there. Is that a tank? The spotter doesn't see that tank yet. Who's spotting? Bjorn. And that's a heavy too. You don't see the buff. Okay, so every time I'm a TC driver, right? So like desperate. So I always say the spotter, look where the gun is not looking. So if the spotter is looking this way, he should be looking somewhere else. That is a very nice opportunity being missed by that Tiger. Also by the IS-1, I might say so. IS-1 saw a tank being shelled here. And probably this comrade should probably marking this. The medium that died here should have said there's a Tiger right next to me. So I don't understand how this IS-1 doesn't have that intel. The spotter heard me, and we're gonna see a hit on the IS-1. IS-1 destroyed. Good job by Desper's crew here, dominating that little hill there. Is very important to control. Look, it took the MG down. It made Marsik move away or die to him. Very powerful position by that Tiger. The other Tiger, Honey Badger, is still alive with his repair station. If they coordinate well, these two Tigers might make a difference. He got hit by Smooth Criminal. This is getting really dangerous. 3 tanks. Really close to the point. Contestation. Bombi Run is gonna get the Gary. Great play. Hippie's intel probably working out in favor. The Gary is destroyed. Defensive airhead to replace that. Another Gary in the back, so not as crazy. %50 cap. Artillery. Oh my god, that artillery round. That artillery round goated. Whereas the German artillery gun is just smoking the point. Another goated artillery round. 60% cap. Spawns all over. OPs all over. 3 OPs in the trench, an airhead, 3 tanks. This is not going to end well for Greyhounds. Katyusha trying to create chaos. Not successful. We're going to see most probably here a cap for WTH. And the point goes to WTH. 3-2. I think this Tiger here made a big difference, killing that IS-1 in the open. I don't understand the communication here. When this T-34 died, I don't understand why they didn't communicate. I died to a Tiger or to a tank in this end of the trench, and IS-1 didn't have that intel, so he got caught first and died. Unfortunate for that IS-1. Let's see how WTH pulls a new rabbit out of this hat. Here we see, what is this? A Lux, okay. Tiger getting hit. Armor is still alive, but yeah, 1 died to this flanking. Gold Dragon takes a kill, very important one. 17 minutes to go. So intense. Very back and forth. This is the second time the recap. Pressure on the second point. Wolfie alone with an OP. Danger, danger, danger. Red alarm. Red alert. How many people are gonna redeploy here? Data, Alf, Wolfie, Domov, Mugs, Magua. That's a nice round by someone. Maybe this AT. They removed key players here. But the OP's still up. And they control this main trench. This is very unfortunate for Greyhounds. That trench is necessary. We saw when WTH recapped the first time, we saw them, Greyhounds had this trench and they were in this trench, and they immediately made an inroads into that area. Now they're in a worse position than before. This is not the same, so probably they won't be able to recap so quickly. Crisis averted, but they had to move a lot of resources here. They had to move the commander, 2, 3 SLs. Okay, key gunfights there. Tipos. Good kill. Yeah, dedicating some of their shooters here, Kaiser, Tipos, to clean this trench is necessary. You need to kill the OPs. Okay, so maybe it was orange alert, not red yet. Let's come back to the front line. IS-1 surviving, doing a great job, just existing, keeping probably... Let me see where the P4 is. There was a P4 here, still alive. Sometimes you have to survive. You don't have to go kill anyone. Just need to exist and create psychological pressure on the enemy. That AT gun is still alive, so he probably ate a round when he peeked over there. Yeah, that AT gun... Smart move here by Golden. You break the angle. AT guns have a weakness. They can reload faster, but they don't move left and right very fast. So if you break the angle like very experienced Gold Dragon is doing, you might see the AT gun, and you're gonna take it down. Textbook tanking here by Gold Dragon. Now we need a spotter to find them. Spotter? Meanwhile, he hits around. Non-pen. They created a new AT gun. Instead of rotating, they created a new AT gun. Brilliant job. Top tier. Hella loose here. Good job, guys. Good job. Just faster is to recreate a new AT gun aiming differently than rotate that little slow Soviet piece of AT gun. And then Gold Dragon moves away once again. Tiger. Probably they're not aware of each other. This is very dangerous for that IS-1. The IS-1 has the gun somewhere else. One T-70 goes down from this P4. AT gun crew is killed. Next shot is gonna be the AT gun probably destroyed. The Tiger is aware now that there's a heavy here. This is ominous, ominous. Ouch. Good kill here by Honey Badger's crew. Excellent. Gun destroyed by the P4. Very good combined play here. Oh, surprise! Surprise! Who killed this tank? Who killed this tank? This AT gun. One of the comrades. Comrades Kiran! Good job. I will give it to you. I don't know. I don't see the kill feed on live. I'm pretty sure it was you. Good stuff. One. I mean, he traded the IS-1. It restates the balance. 14 minutes to go. WTH doing what it can. The team is trying to get control of the windmills, but they're really, really close. Greyhounds is Jesse, sorry, goes down there. Kyle 2. Florian is trying to keep his OP alive. Okay, this is a P4, but this is front armor, so it's not gonna be the same as before. They're gonna die to it. The spotter doesn't know there's a P4 there. Well, Dr. Gerasimov is gonna tell him there's a P4 right here. P4, right? Mark it. We see the gun moving. Yeah, he got the info. The telegram, this just in. AT gun rebuilt. IS-1 spawn on the northeast. Sorry, northwest. Yeah, they saw this infantry close. I don't know the weapon, so I don't know if it's a satchel. Wow, Dorbian taking a whole squad. Dorbian, you son of a gun. Look through that between the barrel. He killed a whole squad. Wow. Nice play there. Nice play by Dorbian. He's gonna do it again. Takes 2. It takes 3. Okay, there you go. You got what you deserve. A little RT round. Oh, wow. Nice play by Dorbian there. Controlling the whole trench. But the spawn, as long as the spawn is alive, nobody tosses a grenade there. I'm surprised. The lead probably should have tossed a grenade there. If Dorbian had communicated that he walked the spawn. Deleted either a run or a grenade. Okay. Maybe not today. We see Desperate Tiger still alive. A medium using the hills to move up beneath him. Let's see. Really good control of Yamki as well. So this is the best WTH has been, the position-wise, controlling Yamki and Windmills. These two tanks so close to each other. The Tiger doesn't know what kind of tank that is, so he's reversing. Understandable. He doesn't know. Unless they fire really fast, you cannot know if this is a heavy or a medium. The two mediums. Two-man mediums. Let's see if all the myth about the Tiger is true. AT gun is probably... okay, it was destroyed. This AT gun is gonna probably do some damage here. They're both T-34s unaware of the presence of this Tiger here. Unfortunately for that T-34, this is frontal armor. That one might see him. I mean, you hear that cannon, you know it's a Tiger. Come on. Let's see if they make a play. This only happens in Kursk. Don't try this at home. They team up. Yeah, maybe a misplay by that second T-34. If you had a gun there, you can make this one shot, rotate, the other one pushes. A little bit of discoordination there by those T-34s. They don't know the Tiger is there. P4 is unmanned next to a repair station. This is for later. This is for breakfast and this is for lunch. If they don't play this well, I mean, they need to hear the cannon of the 88, right? They are completely unaware they're next to a Tiger. The Tiger cannot do much. There's a big trench, but this is hilarious. This is hilarious. Both doing the same, shooting crossfire. Nobody told them. 9 minutes on the clock. 7 left to cap. Yeah, maybe this T-34 is gonna do what I was suggesting. Go around. No spotter. This is the problem when you don't have a spotter. You miss out on some of these plays. It's a price. It's a price you pay. for more armor power, but they're kind of blind. Unfortunately for them, they don't have the intel. Let's leave him for a second. Let's go back to hardcap. There's a little armor battle here, 2v1. What? How was that not a kill? That was almost hit the head of the driver, basically. Come on. The Stukas are not very precise in this game. Oh, wow. That was incredibly lucky for the IS-1. These two repair stations are doing a lot of work here. They take the Tiger down, or Tiger went, no, the Tiger repositioned. Okay, very good. But they lost one medium. 7 minutes 40 on the clock. Defensive, or actually offensive airhead by Greyhounds. Let's see if it lands right in the smoke. Beautiful. Grenade goes out. Airhead is destroyed. Gary survives. OP survives. Nobody made a run to it. Crazy final moments here. Was that a rocket at a dead T-34? I think it was. Katyusha. One medium making a push on the top right of the screen. Okay, armor-wise, they're even. But this is funny. This T-34 with the Tiger is funny. They haven't killed each other yet. This is also quite smart because they can make a really... They might lose a P4 or make a crazy play at some point, and they have one ready right there to come back at the point. The smoke is trying to get Greyhounds back into the point. No cap in progress yet. There's too many people still in the windmills. Let's say Puma also doing some work over here. Let's go, Puma. Finally, we're gonna see a face-off between some of these tanks. Now you know. The more you know. This Tiger is doing crucially important job there. It put WTH back into the recap, the second recap, and it hasn't moved, hasn't died, and has done a lot of damage to everyone advancing here from the south, from the north by Greyhounds. I just cannot understand how that Tiger was not marked for these two T-34s, which could have, pardon my French, but gangbanged that Tiger flanking him, making him rotate, finish him off. Got a little bit lucky there, Desper, by T-34's not knowing. And now he's gonna get a free kill on this medium as soon as it crests. Final minutes. Smoke all over. T-70 destroyed. Defensive airhead. He misses the shot. Turret a shot, so he has one more. He didn't see the airhead. Yeah, when you don't have a spotter, the tanks are so ineffective when you don't have a spotter. I'm more classically inclined. I think firepower is good, but if the firepower doesn't have eyes, you do things like that. You don't kill the Tiger, you don't kill the airhead. Unfortunate for Greyhounds. A lot of good teams do that, like tanks with subpar, like 1-2 tankers in, like, yeah. But using a medium for burning OPs and things, way more effective if you have a fully manned crewed. That could have been very important to get a chance. Now 30 seconds in. I don't see a way in for Greyhounds. This will be GG, most probably. There's some cap pressure here, but I'm not going to pay attention to it. 15 seconds. Yeah, this is over. No armor, no push, no Gary. GG to WTH Invictus in this Seasonals 2026 so far. Moving up to the final match versus ESPT in the Tier 1 of this tournament. Congratulations, very good map. Thank you, Smithers, for letting me cast this Kursk map. A wet dream for any wannabe tanker to cast a match in Kursk. We saw very nice MG armor plays. 2 recaps by WTH on Windmills, which is almost unheard of. Usually, we were saying at the beginning, typical matches, you cap Windmills and it's GG. But not today. Not today. Great job. Thank you for watching. Congrats to WTH. Congrats to Greyhounds also. They did an amazing tournament. And next week or in 2 weeks, I don't know exactly the schedule, we'll see the final. ESPT WTH. Yeah. This shit happens all the time. There you have it. Okay, I'll leave you with those stats. Thank you for watching, and get ready for next week, the final ESPT WTH.